Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. If you follow me, you'll know that this stuff really lights my fire, and it is all about organization and preparing yourself and motivating yourself for the new year. So I get questions about all things organization, time management, productivity all the time. So I thought it'd be a really good idea as we wrap up this year to show you guys exactly what I'm doing right now to prepare myself, organize myself, and motivate myself for 2023. So if you follow me on social media or you've seen my previous vlog, you will know I actually quit my 9-to-5 job about a month ago, and I am entering 2023 as a full-time sole trader for the first time ever. So I need to be on my A game as we enter next year. So I'm going to take you through exactly what I'm doing, right from how I'm setting up my office, right through to the programs that I'm using for task management and workflow, as well as some little productivity tips and tricks and hacks and some tools that I'm using as well along the way. So let's get stuck straight into it. The first thing I want to show you guys is my new study setup. So I have just recently moved to the Gold Coast. If you've seen my previous vlog, you will know. I've just set up my brand new study. It is perfectly against the window. It has the most beautiful natural light shining through every single day. It is very minimalist, distraction-free, and kind of just only includes the things that I actually really need to use. No unnecessary decor or electronics or anything like that on the desk. It needs to be a pure distraction-free zone, purely for concentration and really creative, effective, productive workflows. The next thing that I do use are my desk calendars. So I have got one here for December. December was actually a pretty quiet month. This was the first month that I sort of went out on my own. So once I put in all my work, my deadlines, my appointments, meetings, everything like that, I then input it into Google Calendars. So Google Calendar is actually something I've only just started to pick up about 2 or 3 months ago. I was very much just a basic Apple calendar gal, but I really love that I can time block here, I can color code things, I can put a little bit more information and depth into my calendar input. I also really love that I can still use Google Calendar on my phone, so it's got its own app. You can also collaborate it with your Apple Calendar anyway. Of course, the next thing that I use, and I use this every single year without fail, is my habit tracker. This is actually my product. I sell this over on the.habittracker or beckstewart__ on Instagram. So essentially it is just what its name is, a habit tracker. It allows me to track my mini goals every single day until they're formed as lifelong habits. So I want to show you guys just an example of December. So this is it here. You guys can see that all my mini goals are in there, the days of the week with the dates of the month, and then I tick them off every single day. I complete them. Now, studies suggest that it takes 66 days for a behavior to turn into a habit, and I'm telling you right here, right now, habit tracking has changed my life, and it has changed the way that I approach goal setting and forming new habits. If you have not tried habit tracking, please go onto my website and just download the free template if you want to. Otherwise, these are also available to purchase on my website as well. Every single month there is a quote to focus on with its corresponding template. I love it. It is super cute, super convenient. I just put it on my bedside table. I also have a template on my fridge as well. So I've been doing that for years, and any new habits that I want to form, I'll put it in my habit tracker to tick off every single day. And before you know it, around the 2-month mark, this mini goal or this little daily habit that I wanted to instill is happening subconsciously in my brain because it is now a lifestyle or a habit. While we are on the topic of really useful tools, I want to show you guys something that I have been implementing over the past couple of months. Now, this is my productivity timer cube. So essentially all you do is, it is battery operated, you turn it on, and you turn it around to the time that you want to work for. So for example, every single morning I will set the timer for 15 minutes, and my 15-minute block is just dedicated to quickly going over my deadlines, going over my to-do list, planning out my day. I will have about a 10-minute break, make myself a coffee, get myself a snack, come back, turn it to the 60 minutes, and I will do 1 power hour of work. Now, I will turn my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I do not stop working until this timer goes off. Now, it is censored, so every time you do spin it, it automatically picks up how it's sitting. You don't need to press anything. It just turns around to the time, the sensor picks it up and sets that timer for you. So this concept is actually based off the Pomodoro timer technique, where it's encouraged that you do 25 minutes of work broken up by a 5-minute break. 25 minutes of work, 5-minute break, and that continues until your workday is done. My method, however, is a little bit different. I just do whatever I know feels best for me, or whatever time I can realistically set to my to-do list. Which brings me to the next technique that I have been using for, I'm gonna say almost 2 years I've been doing this, and that is time chunking and task batching. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but essentially all you do is you batch together tasks that utilize the same type of thinking or require the same sort of movement or workflow, and then you attach them to a chunk of time. So for example, as I said, every morning I dedicate 15 minutes to my admin-based stuff. So going over my to-do list, writing out anything I need to do for the rest of the day, going over deadlines, going over my deliverables for the day. That's all my admin-based stuff, and that requires a very logical type of thinking. So I will batch all those tasks to that 15-minute chunk of time and get it done within that time frame. Same goes for your creative thinking. So I like to dedicate a full hour to this because I find with creative thinking, kind of like in long distance runner, I need a little bit of time to really get into gear. So I like to dedicate a 60-minute block to this, and we'll only do creative stuff. So content planning and generating content ideas, or brainstorming, or thinking of new habit tracker stuff, or thinking of new creative marketing campaigns, and all of that kind of stuff is batched within that time frame because it utilizes the same part of my brain. So the template that you guys have just seen is my very own time chunking and task batching template, and I can't give away too much just yet, but it will be available to you amongst a lot of other things we're talking about right now in the new year, the first couple of weeks of January. So if you don't follow me on social media and you've just found me on YouTube, head over to @BeckStewart__ so you can see exactly what is launching in January. You guys are gonna die. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is Notion. Now, I discovered Notion about 12 months ago, and I kid you not, I have been using it every single day since its inception into my life. I'm not even kidding. I use it for my to-do lists. I use it for my brain dumps. I use it for content calendars. I use it for tables, pretty much everything. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of my Notion page, starting with my content calendar. Now this is just an example, but I pretty much have put together a table for all my content, what account it's being posted onto, the date, the content type, the concept, caption or notes, and then inspo or audio. And then I'm able to go through and click whether it has been completed or not. So this is a really, really useful tool for me in Notion. I also have an entire brain dumping page for all of my to-do lists, all of my ideas, everything that comes to my brain, I dump it in here and I can file it away really concisely, and it's super organized. Now, I'm not gonna go too into depth into Notion because again, my entire Notion knowledge, my setup, my pages, my templates, how to use Notion right from basic beginner level will be available to you guys in my upcoming project. So I won't delve too far into it, but if you're not yet a Notion girly, get onto it. I'm telling you, you will love it. One of the other things that I have really started to heavily utilize is the Do Not Disturb feature on the iPhone. So essentially, Apple has had the Do Not Disturb feature for quite some time, but they've now incorporated a few more elements to the concept, which I really, really love. So you're now able to completely customize and tailor the Do Not Disturb feature. So for example, you're now able to set a specific focus group for the thing that you're doing. So for example, I have a specific Do Not Disturb focus for productivity. So I go into it, I can see that I've only allowed specific people to have their notifications sent through to me. So I really only selected my family with this. So for example, if any emergencies come through or something, they can get through to me. I've allowed notifications from no apps to come through. So for example, you may want your emails to come through, so you're able to select them, and you're able to completely customize the entire thing right down to when it comes on and the screen that it displays when you have it selected as on. This has actually been a massive game changer for me. I have a focus set for pretty much everything that I do. My resets, fitness, sleep, time out, productivity, etc, etc. I'm not sure if Android has something similar, but if you do have an iPhone, give it a go and just have a little play around and customize what works for you. It's really, really good if you do struggle with procrastination and distraction from your electronics. Another thing that I have done to prepare, organize, and motivate myself for next year is do a 2023 goal setting session with myself. I have set myself some personal, business, and financial goals that I am ready to smash in the new year. And I've actually spoken about it a little bit on my social media, but the goals that I set for the second half of 2022 all came into fruition by November. And I truly, truly believe that it has come down to the way that I set out and approach my goal setting. So I actually have it's technically 7, but I like to say it's a 6-step action plan that I do right from brainstorming stage right through to activation and accountability. So if you're in my private Facebook community, you would have seen I gave you guys an entirely free goal setting workshop that really delved super deep into my 6-7 step action plan, and I gave you guys a free workbook as well to put all the steps into action. So if you would like to access that, I will leave the link in the description below, but if you just type in Bec Stewart community, it'll pop up. It is a black and white logo. Just request to join that and you can access that workshop at any time. Because it is in the Facebook community, it is there to stay. It is lifetime access, so you can revisit that at any time, any year, at any point, whenever you guys like. So the last thing I'm doing to ensure that 2023 is the best year yet is ensuring that my health and fitness routine is continuing on as it currently stands. So I truly believe that I have got my health and fitness routine down pat, which I love, and it all starts with my morning routine. I have spoken about routines time and time again on my social media, and is something that I really delve into heavily in the project in the new year. But I truly believe if we can conquer and master things like routine and rituals and habits and so on, we're able to master and conquer the person we are or we're becoming. So at the moment, my routine starts at 4 a.m. A 4 a.m. wake up every single day, Monday through to Friday, not on the weekends, that's crazy. Get up at 4:30, get ready for the gym, have my pre-workout, and start my 5 a.m. morning gym class. Come home, walk the dogs, listen to a podcast, go for a beach walk, come home, make a coffee, do my journaling and meditation, get ready for the day, and then my day officially starts around 8:30. To be honest, there is a lot of stuff jammed into a really small time frame first thing in the morning, and that's purely because I have been able to identify the things that make me feel my best, and I make sure that they're done first thing in the morning, because when they're done first thing in the morning, the rest of the day follows suit. Again, this is something that I can't wait to share more with you guys on, and I truly, truly believe that success starts with these little things that we do every single day. Anyway, you guys know I love my short, sweet, straight to the point videos. I don't want to listen to people ramble on, and I don't want to provide that to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. A few things here and there that I'm doing to make sure that I am prepared, organized, and motivated for 2023. Please let me know if you get around to using any of these things, or you've purchased any of these things in the past, or will be purchasing some of these things moving forward. I can guarantee you will love them, and they all, in their own little way, play a part to the bigger picture of productivity, time management, and efficiency. Thank you guys so much. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.